The history of the Shawnee after their reunion on the Ohio is well known as a part of the history of the Northwest Territory and may be dismissed with brief notice. For a period of 40 years, from the beginning of the French and Indian War to the Treaty of Greenville in 1795, they were almost constantly at war with the English or the Americans, and distinguished themselves as the most hostile tribe in that region. Most of the expeditions sent across the Ohio during the Revolutionary period were directed against the Shawnee, and most of the destruction on the Kentucky frontier was the work of the same tribe. When driven back from the Scioto, they retreated to the head of the Miami River, from which the Miami had withdrawn some years before. After the Revolution, finding themselves left without the assistance of the British, large numbers joined the hostile Cherokee and Creeks in the South, while a considerable body accepted the invitation of the Spanish government in 1793 and settled, together with some Delawares, on a tract near Cape Girardeau, Mo. Between the Mississippi and the Whitewater Rivers, in what was then Spanish territory. Wayne's victory, followed by the Treaty of Greenville in 1795, put an end to the long war in the Ohio Valley. The Shawnee were obliged to give up their territory on the Miami in Ohio and retired to the headwaters of the Ogleyes. The more hostile part of the tribe crossed the Mississippi and joined those living at Cape Girardeau. In 1798, a part of those in Ohio settled on White River in Indiana by invitation of the Delawares. A few years later, a Shawnee medicine man, Tenskwatawa, known as the Prophet, the brother of the celebrated Tecumseh, began to preach a new doctrine among the various tribes of that region. His followers rapidly increased and established themselves in a village at the mouth of the Tippecanoe River in Indiana. It soon became evident that his intentions were hostile, and a force was sent against him under General Harrison in 1811, resulting in the destruction of the village and the total defeat of the Indians in the decisive Battle of Tippecanoe. Tecumseh was among the Creeks at the time, endeavoring to secure their aid against the United States, and returned in time to take command of the Northwest tribes, in the British interest, in the War of 1812. The Shawnee in Missouri, who formed about half of the tribe, are said to have had no part in this struggle. By the death of Tecumseh, in this war the spirit of the Indian tribes was broken, and most of them accepted terms of peace soon after. The Shawnee in Missouri sold their lands in 1825 and removed to a reservation in Kansas. A large part of them had previously gone to Texas, where they settled on the headwaters of the Savin River and remained there until driven out about 1839. The Shawnee of Ohio sold their remaining lands at Wapakoneta and Hog Creek in 1831 and joined those in Kansas. The mixed band of Seneca and Shawnee at Lewistown, Ohio, also removed to Kansas about the same time.